Hello everybody, welcome to the Ark of the Covenant, and I am Andrew Morrissey. The subject of today's video is gold. It's all about the gold, isn't it? In humanity's history, it has played a star-ring role. You'll see I've got this zoomed up nicely so you can follow along. Got a lot of words and a lot of different linking words, and it's quite tricky to follow along with, but try and keep up on the screen there, and we'll get through it as quick as we can. The connection between gold and spirit and God is a strong one. Gold has inspired us to aspire. Okay, so there's our link to spirit. It's hard to get hold of, and it will make you perspire. It is often the cold of heart and the bold of character who succeed. Much has transpired, and some people have conspired, leaving many feeling dispirited and despiritualized. It's okay though, just suspire, breathe deeply 3 times. Most of the suspiration will then leave from your speech, and that might help to disperse the disparity. It's good sport, and it could spore a new type of mold. So you see we've got all those links there with the gold. So we can just switch the letters out. We're going to have our other words, mold and hold and cold. And we have our links there to the spirit. And we break off from SPI, and we can link into the SPEs and the SPAs and the SPOs. So that was basically just a whole heap of little hints for you. But if we explored and explained all of the links that are available here, just in that section, our time would surely expire. So let's move on for now. We'll get on to the really interesting stuff. You know what gold is, presumably, and you know that it is closely partnered and related with the God concept in almost every culture across the planet and across time. You probably know that gold is almost certainly the very first metal that humanity ever discovered and worked with. The reason for this assumption is its abundance and its relatively easy location and collection ability. It's easy to find and it's easy to pick up. It's one of only a few metals which can be found lying around in its pure monoatomic form, meaning all of the same type of atom. It's not blended, it's not an alloy or mixed, it's all pure gold. It's a soft metal and it's easy to shape. It won't rust because it does not react with oxygen. The toxic ox is unable to remove the gloss from this metal. What you may not know though is that the ocean is full of gold. Not only is it laying on the ocean floor, but it is actually suspended in the ocean water itself. The ocean water is estimated to contain approximately 4 grams of gold per million litres of water per megalitre. And so that's 4 grams of gold in every half Olympic swimming pool. So approximately 8 grams of gold in every Olympic pool's worth of ocean water. Now, several attempts have been made to mine this gold out of the ocean, but they have all failed due to the dispersal and the small particle size. So perhaps there is more than one reason why the water sparkles when it is lit up by the sun. Now, it was all going quite well for humanity until one day somebody decided to sell the gold. The soul became the sold, a symbol of the cycle of joining deprived. It's completely true to say that they sold our soul to a devil. The English word sold or sell originally meant to offer dishonorably in exchange for money, and also meaning to trick or deceive another person, generally speaking. The direct translation into Latin is venditum, vendit and vendor, meaning one who trades in corrupt payments or bribes. Trading is good, but selling is bad. On that fateful day when the gold stopped being of a moral value and it became a commodity value, the goal became the gold, and the soul became the sold. You will likely be thinking that soul refers to the Spanish word solus, meaning of the sun. It's partly true, perhaps, but can you explain then why the Greeks call the sun Helios? Look back at the Helios again, and you'll see the S-O-I-L of solely hiding in there. It's rearranged, L-I-O-S. And when it is written out properly in Greek, Helios is, and excuse I don't speak Greek, but it is written out as Ilios in the correct arrangement. The Latin is said to generate the Spanish word solus from the Latin phrase sol solus. But I'm going to show you another deliberate confusion of words and concepts that are hidden within language all around the world. The Latin word solum means the base, the bottom, and the ground. The soli in Latin means alone or solitary. The solia means the bottom side of a sandal. And this word became the Vulgar Latin sola, and in turn the French and English sole, meaning the underside of the foot. And so, the truth is that, like it or not, the Helios and the Ilios and the solus does not exclusively refer to the sun, the star, the aster of our solar system, in the same way that the solar does not refer to the sun, not exclusively. In fact, it doesn't seem to refer to the sun at all. It shocks me too, but this is what the etymology is telling me. In fact, the word soul refers to the exact opposite location. This word that you and I were told, we were sold, that it means the sun, but the soli, or leos, is also and actually the soil. The soul, S-O-L, is a high language word, and the definition, it means symbol of the structure which supports life. That's me explaining the definition. A symbol of the structure which supports life. But the high language definition specifically is the S-O-L, the symbol of the cycle of joining. Okay, now it's already implied that joining is what forms structures. Okay, so that's why I say the soul is a symbol of a structure. The cycle is the structure. The joining is the structure, and the life is the cycle. Okay, the living things are the cycles. So what it's doing is very precisely says that the joining of the star and the ground, the sun and the ground, is symbolic of the joining between life cycles. Okay? What gives us our structures, and everything is possible on Earth because of the energy that comes down from the sun. Without that catalyst, we would not have the environment, the life-sustaining environment that we have. Okay, so the joining of the star and the ground is symbolic of the joining between life cycles, because the life cycles can only exist because of what is above and what is below us. It is both of these things which combine to provide the structural support mechanism for life. They give life its strength. The real story is that the ground is what is most important. The sun is beneficial, yes, but it is also merciless. It is thankless. It could kill us if we are not sheltered from it in proportional ratios. And the ground is always there, though, even when the sun is not. It is where we came from, and it is where we will return to. Right? No bird can fly forever in the sky, and every baboon that has ever died whilst sitting up in a tree has fallen down out of it, back down to the ground. So no matter where all of these animals roam, they may be masters of climbing through the trees or flying through the trees, or both. But in the end, they will all return to the ground. Now, are you unconvinced that the word solar refers to the ground? Well, good, because I wasn't convinced yet. At this point, I was actually quite confused. Sorry, my cat's acting up over there. Cat and the dog are having a great time. So I had to keep searching. And actually, the truth is I just had to sit and listen for a while. And then I heard it. Perhaps the greatest known symbol of strength of this structure, this structural strength, right? In those areas where these beasts once existed, the greatest symbol of strength is the lion. And the lion represented the goal. We wanted to be like the Leo. We wanted to be like Elohim, or a Heliom, or a Helium. A lion is a he-lion, or a helion, and a helios, and a helium. And a lion is soil in the same way that it is also the loins. There are a few misconceptions about a pride of lions. One male lion and a harem of females? Not really. Lions are not silly animals, and it is very rare to have a single patriarch defending the pride's territory. There is usually 2 to 4 breeding males in a pride of lions. This makes it easier for them to share the job of defense. The male lions just defend the territory for their own self-indulgent pride. Well, no. It is the female lions who are the owners of the territory. The lions provide the defense of the lioness's territory. This is a symbiotic relationship between the males and the females within the same species. Now, this is not seeking to be a metaphor about humans imitating lions. We're not the same as lions, although there are no doubt some similarities between humans and lions, as there are similarities between all types of life. Now, this lion is a metaphor about a human's relationship with the environment that we are focused on here. It is the relationship that we have with our earth. The goal. What a lion can do very well is keep its head up and its eyes open. They're excellent at watching. They lay down, but with their heads held high, and gaze out over the grasslands, keeping watch, sensing the air for scents, and listening for sounds in the air. With its golden colour and emanating mane, the name and the mane, and the iman and the mane, the mane, right? Its golden emanating mane and its habitual grounding behavior, right? The lion was a perfect embodiment of the energy that is above us and the energy that is below us. It is a symbol of duality, a great power, and a fighting and flighting spirit, deeply connected to the earth. The old Sphinx at Cairo has been lying around for a long time. The lion with the head of a human. He seems to have a very contented look on his face. All the different sphinxes have been sitting there like logs, symbolizing the goals. I mean, they really are lodged there like a gold logo. That is what gold does very well. Well, it lodges itself into the ground because of its high density. And I'm not even joking there, guys. It's high density. It's hidden city. This knowledge, it's like a lost city. The lion is never in much of a hurry. He is slow to rise. Actually, the lion will do everything possible to avoid having to get up, and they'll spend the best part of 20 to 22 hours a day just laying around on the ground, getting up at night to hunt, basically. Okay? And that is the logarithm of the lion. It resists rapid rises. It rises at a steady and controlled rate, and it always returns to the ground. It returns to its origin place. When the lion of Logos lays on the line, its heart is resting against the ground, and it holds its head up so it can hear. A cat has great eyesight for tracking moving objects at night, but not great otherwise. It is the ears that hear on the air. When we decided to symbolize a controlled and supported ascension and descension, we built a tower and we took the ground up into the air with us. And now the science fans amongst you might be asking, oh, well, that's all well and good. Very interesting, Andrew. But what about the meaning of the AU for gold on the periodic table? Well, this will require another part. The true meaning is hiding somewhere. It's a very famous and a very prominent place. But the problem is that this AU has no business hiding in the place where it currently does. That is enough for now, guys. I will make up a second part which explores the AU concept, and we will discover who our famous friend is. He's known to be a real bully sometimes. Thank you for listening, guys. I am digging into this quite amazingly. I have the next part sorted out for you, so I will refine it, get it sorted out, and I will upload it as soon as I get it organized. Someone's come to say hello. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you guys. Catch you soon.